Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we're talking about more than 60,000 Doordash delivery workers will share the company's $16.75 million settlement, New York AG says. So on this episode of Doordash is getting sued left, right, and center, and Uber is suing left, right, and center. Turns out Doordash was actually caught with their hand in the cookie jar and now is about to pay out $16.75 million in a settlement to 60,000 gig workers. So with that said, we are talking about everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash UberEats and Grubhub drivers and customers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Doordash is set to pay $16.75 million settlement to resolve a probe led by New York officials into the delivery platform's tipping practices. The settlement will be split among some 60,000 delivery workers known as Dashers, and it will range from $10 to $14,000 per worker, Attorney General Letitia James said Monday. Okay, so maybe it's more than what I thought. $280 a person versus $10 to $14K is a pretty significant difference, especially if some of them are doing more work than others. For years, Doordash used tips to offset what it paid its Dashers, James told the reporters in announcing the settlement. In the example provided by James, if Dashers were offered a guaranteed amount of $10 for a delivery and the customer didn't tip, Doordash would pay the Dasher the promised $10. But if the customer tipped $3, then Doordash would let the Dasher keep that tip and pay only $7 out of its own corporate coffers. In New York City, with the hourly system, that could very well be the case. I think that this is more referring to what was being done years ago, because in a lot of cases, drivers were not making $10 a delivery. Back then, anyway. The practice was kept secret from customers and Doordash delivery workers, James said. Dashers didn't know that their tips weren't adding to their income, and customers had no idea that their tips weren't subsidizing their Dashers' income, and were instead helping the company save money, she said. Yeah, those tips are meant for the drivers, and especially recently after they just passed the bill on no tax on tips, that is a huge loss for a lot of gig workers everywhere. I'm glad they're paying out on that. They didn't pay out everything, I'm sure. Like, there's probably so much more that they stole, but still. New York, which also worked with Illinois and DC on the probe, gained access to communications among Doordash executives who worried that their Dashers would figure out what was going on, James told reporters. Doordash executives knew how deceptive this policy was, she said. They knew it wasn't right, but they did it anyway. Yo, that is absolutely insane. They were actually caught. Huge win for gig workers. I'm not even kidding. The amount of people that were defending Doordash for claiming they weren't stealing tips, for the amount of times they said,
well, we don't admit to any wrongdoing,
and now they finally got caught for every word they said. They knew and they were screwed. Although I think 16.75 million is a bit low, to be honest, based on what they just revealed. Under the settlement, the New York AG's office is setting up a website for Dashers to use to claim their money. Doordash will be required to end tip sharing practice and lack of transparency in how tips are handled. For the next 3 years, it must report to the AG's office every 6 months on compliance. Every 6 months, man, make that more frequent. Like, if we gotta babysit people to be more honest, then we should be holding them accountable universally, you know? I'm just saying, it sounds like they got off easy. A Doordash spokesperson told the Business Insider the pay model cited by the AG's office was in place between 2017 and 2019 and hadn't been used in the past 6 years. We remain committed to making sure that Dasher earnings are always fair and transparent, and And the allegations settled were related to an old pay model that was retired in 2019. To be clear, Dashers always keep 100% of the tips from orders on the DoorDash app, a spokesperson said. First off, that makes sense that it's from the older pay model, but this is the second time they just paid out ridiculous money. Like, I feel like this is the comeuppance now. What was the first one that they did this to? And now that happened again in New York. I feel like every state should step up and be like,
oh, so you want to steal drivers' tips now?
and maybe that'll teach them not to fuck around, because they just found out multiple times. Also, the point about being fair and transparent, do I even need to call them out on this?
We remain committed to making sure we say that tips are fair and transparent and pay is fair and transparent and providing pocket change and low base pay because, God, why do you people think you should earn money? Like, why can't you just be a good little bitch for us and stop whining? And stop sending attorney generals at us. I don't want to be sued anymore. Cut it out.
Because that's the reality of it. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. They got sued so many times. DoorDash and Uber Eats specifically. Grubhub, not as much. I feel like they got sued a lot, but not as much recently. And now it's just they're in lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit, dealing with illegal nonsense they shouldn't have been dealing with at all. Like, really, you were outright stealing tips, and now you got caught multiple times from multiple people on a pay model that you shouldn't have had in place to begin with. Now, granted, this is 6 years later they got exposed the way they did, but seriously, this is what it took. It does not bode well for DoorDash or Uber Eats, and it shows that if there's a possibility that they could get sued over and over again, that they may not be around much longer. That seems to be the path. And I'm not trying to bring this up to be like, oh, get out tomorrow. I'm saying prepare yourself for the possibility of them potentially not being around. This is why I say develop an exit strategy, diversify your gig portfolio, so you are protecting yourself from when these things come up. And that is exactly why I am a firm believer in making sure that you have multiple avenues of income, so if this does happen, you are protected. One of the many things you could accomplish in the Driven Wyld Discord server. Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journey. I've partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings, more live streams with high-level professionals in our industry, educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company as well as other scalable opportunities. Also, recently we kicked off the Build Your Own Delivery Service Provider course, and we are changing the game on transforming how restaurants serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn, or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal, not simply the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.